So I always really loved doing art in high school. It was a subject that, I would want to just spend all the time on. And I had some really great art teachers as well. When I was younger, my parents really loved, there's a famous artist from the arts and crafts movement called William Morris. He was a surface pattern designer, and he created beautiful patterns based on leaves and flowers and things like that. So I think that was a big influence, that kind of work. I also remember in year 12 discovering an artist called William Robinson, he's a Brisbane artist actually. Really beautiful work as well, very magical, and there was a lot of whimsy in it, which I really liked. So when I was about 5 years old, there were these fairy books that I had, and they were beautiful. They had these, gorgeous scenes in the forest and that sort of thing. And I remember looking at them and going, I want to paint like that one day. And so I think I kind of took a bit of that magical, whimsical style. But then when I went through uni, it was a lot more contemporary, conceptual. And we got to do a lot more abstract work as well. And so it kind of then brought that into the sort of whimsical, pretty fairy things that my childhood would really like, and then bringing in those pops of colour and things like that. Probably the biggest challenge is if you are trying to pursue it as a career, learning how to become a business person, I suppose. Yeah, because that didn't exactly come naturally for me. I think learning sort of the do's and don'ts of business, because sometimes when you're a creative person, you're maybe not the best at that side of things. Personally, I think with the work that I've sort of chosen to do post-graduating, I've definitely been focusing a lot more on trying to communicate things about Australian species and stuff, like endangered animals, things like that. So even just getting people to think about why we should care about conservation, why we should care about animals, plants, how they're all connected, and showing them that through art. Because I think sometimes when you see something visually, that can get your attention maybe a little bit more than just reading a very dry scientific paper.
Absolutely.
Definitely keep experimenting. It's very easy to work in a certain way where you think, I've got to make something that people will like, or I've got to make something that will sell. And I'm definitely getting to a place now where I think, maybe I should be making stuff that excites me rather than just thinking about what's going to sell next. So experimenting and still having fun with it, not letting it become this, if you're going to do it as a career, you still got to find the joy in it. Otherwise it can become a bit of a drag. Spend time as well researching and gathering information about how to work in the industry. And you don't always get that in an arts degree in uni. I don't think that we had a lot of time spent on how to actually be an artist or be an illustrator. So